Stardew Valley is a game that most of y'all have heard of and most of y'all have played, but just in case, let me explain. It's a game where you ditch your corporate lifestyle and move to the town of Pelican Town. In this town, you are inheriting your grandfather's farm and trying to bring it back from ruin. There's a bunch of other townspeople that you need to learn and get to know, and let me tell you, the best way to do that is by giving them gifts and building a relationship. In this guide, we will be talking about one villager in particular, and that villager is Abigail. Now, Abigail is one of my favorite characters, so I'm a little biased when it comes to her. But I really do believe that she is one of the better characters. She isn't as deep as, say, Alex or Haley in the way they change, and she's not as mistreated as someone like Penny. She's not, as damaged as Shane or as withdrawn as Sebastian. But she is someone that's struggling with her identity and trying to figure out how to be who she wants to be. She is a small town girl living in a lonely world. Wait. That's Journey. But regardless, she is a character that wants to break out of this small town life and see what she can do. Let's find out more about her. But before we get started, please take a second to click that sub button. It is my farmer's favorite thing, and it does make my energy grow. So please, if you're not subbed, go ahead and click that button and stay tuned for more videos just like this. Thanks, guys. Abigail's schedule mostly revolves around her being in Pierre's shop. In the spring, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, you can find her leaving her room at about 9 o'clock. She'll make her way to the kitchen and hang there until about 10:30, and then she heads back out to stand just in the store until about 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, she decides to depart the store and heads towards another location, this time heading out to the bridge by Jojo Mart. This is to the edge of the town. She stands here until about 4:30 and then decides to head home, and then it's time for video games and then bed. Pretty sweet life, really. Not too much responsibility. But this is normally the easiest chance to find her, especially as you increase friendship with her. You'll be able to get to all these locations, no problem at all. The first deviation to her schedule that you're going to have is going to start on Spring 3 in your first year. On the rainy day, she has two options. One in which she kind of just hangs out the house all day. The other is an option where she goes to the Stardew Saloon and hangs out with Sam and Sebastian. She normally heads out there about 2 o'clock and heads home at about 9. Your next schedule deviation is going to occur on Spring 4, in which she goes to Harvey's clinic at 12:30 and then is in the consulting room up in the top left at 1:30. She's there for a good chunk of the day. After that, she's in her room and then in bed. In her room by 4, in bed by 8. Every Friday is going to have the same schedule, in which she's going to head out of Pierre's shop at around 3 and head to the Stardew Saloon. She'll sit in the sofa at the arcade until about 9 o'clock, and then she should get home at about 9:40, making it pretty easy to track her on Fridays. She'll either be at the shop until 3, and then after that she'll be at the saloon. On the 6th or the 16th of any season, she heads out to the mountain and standing next to the lake at 3 o'clock. She decides it's time to play her flute. Kind of nice little change of pace. Every Sunday at 10:30, Abigail leaves her room to go hang out with Caroline and talk for a little bit. After their chat, she decides it's time to head out somewhere else. After their chat at 1, she leaves the house, heading to somewhere that has gotten a lot of people theorizing on who her real father is. She goes and hangs out by the Wizard Tower every Sunday. On the 11th and 25th of every season, she goes and hangs out with Sebastian at noon, unless you have 6 hearts with Sebastian. If you do have more than 6 hearts with Sebastian, she follows her spring Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. Every Wednesday at noon, Abigail arrives at the museum to check out books and just hang out until about 6 o'clock. After she finishes her time there, she leaves and heads over to the graveyard and stands in front of Mona's grave. She hangs out at Mona's grave until about 10 o'clock and gets home at 10:40. Normally this is your best late night option to catch Abigail if you've been farming all day and need to catch her late. In the summer, you can catch Abigail heading to the train platform between 11 and 1. She hangs out there until about 2 o'clock and then heads over to stand by the mountain lake, then heads home to play video games and goes to bed at 8:10. Mondays in the fall, Abigail leaves the house at 11 and heads to the beach to go stand at the long pier to the left of the fish shop. She hangs there until about 6 and then heads home. After she heads home, she gets home at around 7:30 and goes to bed. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays in the fall, Abigail gets to the bus stop at around 2:20 and hangs out there until 5. After she leaves this location, she heads home and plays video games from 6:30 to 7:30, and then it's time for bed again. The final update is on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday in the winter. On these days, she leaves to go to the kitchen at 9, heads over to the carpenter shop at 10:30, and just hangs out by the counter. The only other difference that happens during the winter is on Winter 15. On Winter 15, she leaves the shop and instead of heading home to play video games, she heads to the beach for the night market along with several other characters. This is the end of Abigail's schedule, but we are going to touch on something important with Abigail. We're going to talk about what gifts she likes, dislikes, and how to trigger all of her relationship events. As far as Abigail goes, she really does like purple items. Her loved gifts include amethyst, banana pudding, blackberry cobbler, chocolate cake, pufferfish, pumpkin, and spicy eels, as well as the universal loved gifts such as the golden pumpkin, the magic rock candy, the pearl, the prismatic shard, and the rabbit's foot. You'll know that you got the right gift when you see her say, "I seriously love this, you're the best, enter your character name." The liked list for Abigail is actually much smaller. The only one that's unique to her is that she likes quartz. Now, that doesn't mean that you're out of luck though with just getting liked gifts, because there's a huge list of universal likes. This list includes all artisan goods except for oil, which is universally disliked, and void mayo, which is universally hated. All cooking except for fried egg and bread, which are neutral, and strange bun and seafoam pudding, which are hated. This also includes all flowers except for the poppy, which is hated. All foraged minerals except for quartz, which varies by villager. Abigail, in fact, likes it. All fruit trees except for banana and mango. All gems except for the prismatic shard, which is universally loved, and all vegetables, including the fiddlehead fern, but excluding hops, tea leaves, and wheat. A note here, even though all vegetables are included on the universally liked list, Abigail actually dislikes all vegetables, except for hops, pumpkin, tea leaves, and wheat. Abigail has a long list of neutrals, including chanterelle, the common mushroom, daffodil, dandelion, ginger, hazelnut, leeks, magma caps, morels, purple mushrooms, snow yams, winter roots, all milk, and the universal neutrals such as bread, clam, coral, duck feather, fried eggs, nautilus shell, rainbow shell, roe, squid ink, sweet gemberry, truffle, and wool. Abigail dislikes sugar and wild horseradish, as well as things like artifacts, fences, and fish. Abigail's hates include mud and holly, as well as bait, fossils, trash, and monster parts. Abigail's two heart scene happens anytime you enter Pierre's general store when Abigail is there on any day except Saturday. Her scene is unbelievably cute as she gets frustrated playing Prairie King and asks for your help. Hopefully you're good at this game because it is part of the mission. Enjoy the cutscene. Abigail's 4-heart event is triggered by visiting the mountain between noon and 7 on a rainy day on any season except for winter. In this one, you get a little bit more of her musical taste, as well as discovering a hidden talent about yourself. 6 heart event is triggered between 9 and midnight on a day when it's not raining. Enter Pelican Town from any direction. That includes homes or shops. In this scene, you learn a little bit more about Abigail and her frustration towards being stuck in this small town and not realizing who she is. For the 8 heart event, you need to wait till you get a letter from Abigail asking you to come to her room, maybe around 8. She wants to show us something. Now this one's a little tricky because getting into Pierre's shop after 8 o'clock is a little difficult. If you try to go into the greenhouse, you find out you have to be friends with Caroline. Now if you're friends with her, you can hide out in the greenhouse until after 8. Otherwise, you need to find another way into the house. In this cutscene, Abigail wants to show you essentially a Ouija board, and it has a very interesting message to it. You'll have to watch and find out. The next day, Abby meets you at your farm to try to explain what happened. It's adorable, she's super embarrassed, and I love every second of the awkwardness. Now that we've hit 8 hearts, it's time to carry on for the next aspect. We have to buy a bouquet, which will help us to actually start dating Abigail now. In this moment, you have to find her, present her with the bouquet, and you guys are going to be officially dating. Ho ho ho. After giving Abigail the bouquet, head into the mines anytime after 5 but before midnight. This event will not trigger if you've already given her the Mermaid's Pendant, but if you're following this guide, that shouldn't be an issue. In this scene, Abigail finally goes to explore the mines, but gets scared by some bats. Afterwards, you comfort her, and, well, just see for yourself. Now that you've gotten 10 hearts with Abigail, it's time to start the marriage process. First step is to go to the beach on a day when it's raining. Make sure you have 300 wood on you to repair this bridge. After you repair the bridge, you can talk to the gentleman on the other side to purchase a Mermaid Pendant. However, if you are not up to 10 hearts yet, or you do not have the first upgraded house, he will not sell you it because he knows you are not ready. Once you've completed those 2 tasks, you will be able to propose to the girl of your dreams. With Mermaid Pendant in hand, go find Abigail. You know her schedule by now, it's all over this video. Once you have the Mermaid Pendant, you can talk to her and see if she accepts, which of course she will. Why wouldn't she? You're fantastic. In 3 days you will have the ceremony. So let's skip forward, and here's the wedding. Now this is going to be where I end the video. There's more to it. There's a new schedule now that you're married, and there's also a 14 heart event that I don't want to run for you. Just know that you have to enter the backwoods between 6:10 a.m. and 5 p.m. to get this. But yeah, just enjoy the wedding. Enjoy all your hard work. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll do another one. We'll do Alex next if that's the case. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, take care of yourself, take care of your friends, and be better. Bye, everybody.